Alright. Back again this week for more Ford Racing 2. I forget how many cars there are in this game, so I'm not entirely sure how many challenges there are to do. We could probably do a quick count right now, if you'll just bear with me for a second. I stopped doing maths when I was about 16, so I haven't done maths for the last 2 years, so I was never very good at numbers anyway. So there are in this game 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, that's what I did last week, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 2, 3, 30, 31, 2, 3. There are 34 cars. I've already done 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. If I did 5 cars in one go, there are 30 cars. That's about 5. That's about 6 episodes of this game will be done. Movie stars. 449 coupe. Let's race. Obviously, that's assuming that I get everything done first or second try, which I should be able to do, given my experience with this game. If I fuck it up and don't manage to quite do it, that would be really embarrassing. Also, I have to remember to do a race with the Crown Vic, because there's that car is in the game, but there's no challenge for it because it's the one that it gives you for free at the beginning for use in setting up your own races and stuff. So I've got to remember to actually drive that. That might be the last thing that I do, because everyone loves the Crown Vic. As far as movie stars go, I've got no idea what movie this car is famous from. And as a guy that watches movies all the time, you'd think I'd know, but I don't know. So if anyone knows and wants to tell me, that'd be nice of you. Oh, another thing I'm a fan of is this game. There's a lot of things I'm a fan of. Oh man. I mean, I don't know, you don't really... I've never really noticed this very often, but there's a lot of shit going on in the backgrounds of the maps. Like you'll see over there, this is kind of a Florida themed area. I think in the game refers to it as like spring break zone or what have you. Once I've got everything unlocked, I'll go through all the content, because you know it's actually quite nice how the tracks all sort of feed into each other in a zone. Like here, I'm going. This bit is going backwards over the start-finish straight of another track, and so on and so forth. It's, I don't know, it's really nice. It fills my heart with a lot of warmth. Yeah, but there's a lot of animated shit going on in the background. This is a Florida themed area, so there's one of those boats with the big fans on the back. That was out on the river. That kind of thing.
Let's race. Prepare to race.
This Mustang was in a Bond movie. I forget which one. But it's the one where he drives it on 2 wheels through the alleyway. Is that Thunderball or a... I don't know. I can't remember. I've seen it. I can't remember the name of it, but I've seen it. Yeah, I really like to fuck up the first corner in all of these. It's just something I enjoy doing. You can change the colour of the cars in quick race mode. You can't in the challenge to unlock them. Although some of the cars only have one colour. Like the 449 can only be black. And that kind of thing. But a lot of the cars have different colours they can be. So past the Torino. He's trying to come back, so I'll just sort of block the road. They're very racy sometimes. And again, although he's trying to take the same racing line as me, so he's not going to find a good way through there. Especially when I've blocked him at every other chance he's tried to overtake. Well, that bridge over there, you can just see in the distance. You drive over that on one of the other tracks. That's going back to my point about all the tracks in this game being connected in some way. Well, not all of them, but all the ones in certain areas are all connected, and you'll see, you know, details from them. I don't want to call it laziness, but there's some definite repetition of elements of the tracks, and I like it, you know. Well, the Torino's actually pretty quick. I wasn't expecting that. I've both run out of things to say, and I'm relaxing playing a game that I really like. Because just earlier on, I was recording Need for Speed Underground 2, and as we know, that's a game that makes me platinum mad. So it's nice to be sitting around playing a game that doesn't do that. This game has less cars, less tracks, and a less well-structured sort of career mode, I guess you could call it, than Ford Racing 3. But it's much comfier. This game is way more relaxing than Ford Racing 3. And it has better music. You know, Super Bright Light did one of the songs on this game. The intro song is by Pivot. There are 3 rock songs. My dad used to go into the options for this game and stick the music to all be rock. So I got really used to those. But there's also some house and funk tracks, which I recognize, but have never been able to place. And obviously this game has no credits, and you can rip the music from the game and it will just be called Funk 1, Funk 2, House 1, House 2, etc. So, you know. Actually, let me quickly make sure that the music... Oh, it's just on... Let's put it on all.
Single Ford Challenge. Movie stars.
73 Mustang. I couldn't tell you what movie this is from. I really get the feeling I should know. Oh, Gone in 60 Seconds. The original, obviously. It says 60 on the number plate. How could you... Duh. Well, like I said, it was on the tip of my tongue. I just needed that quick bit of, you know, extra detail, and then I'd remember. Eleanor, that's what they call this car. It's code, you see, so that the police don't realise what they're doing. The original Gone in 60 Seconds is really good. You know, I think the car chase with this car in it is like 40 minutes long. I kind of... This is going to sound bad. And, you know, the kind of basic bitch car quote-unquote enthusiast is probably going to get mad, but I kind of prefer the Nicolas Cage remake of Gone in 60 Seconds to the original. That might be just because I've watched it more times. I don't know, it feels more fun in a lot of ways. Obviously, the 70s one doesn't exactly take itself seriously. But the Nicolas Cage one is just faster paced, which works. Yeah, I don't know. I kind of like it. What can I say? It's not a masterpiece, but neither is the original, you know what I mean?
You made the high
Job done.
race time challenge unlocked.
This car is the car that I discovered you can actually flip cars over in this game. And I lost a race because of it. Because it took forever to reset. And the EX concept is weird. And I've never seen it even referenced outside of a Ford racing game. Now, these choices don't really matter. It doesn't block you from unlocking any of the cars. They just come up later.
Movie stars. Challenge. Let's race.
Ugh.
Get behind
Obviously,
the car and fight to traffic.
we all know what movie this one's from. That shouldn't need any explanation. I haven't been able to get a good start so far. I don't know if good starts are just a Ford Racing 3 thing. They might be. But I swear there's a way to get off the line in this game without stalling. Who could truly say what it is though? Just like about everyone else on Earth, I agree that the 68 Mustang looks way better than the 71 or 73 Mustangs. I'm not saying the 70s Mustangs look bad. I'm just saying the 60s Mustangs look better. Especially, well, I mean, not the 65 one, where it was like a, you know, a two-door. I like the fastback. That's the point I'm trying to make. 70s, everything's better than a Mustang that isn't a fastback. Never been a big fan of Thunderbirds, if I'm going to be totally honest. Although a friend of mine, when I was in primary school, I haven't seen him since. We played Xbox online one time. I can't even remember what his gamer tag is now. And that's depressing, because we used to be really good friends. But my mate Alex, he used to have some. He had a PS1 as well. He had a rally game on the PS1 where you could build your own tracks. And I mean, you know, I'm not exactly a connoisseur of PS1 games. I've never really looked into them.
Challenge. Let's race.
But he used to have a rally game where you could build your own tracks, and I kind of want to know what one it is. It's for the PS1. I'll ask around later. He also used to have some Thunderbirds VHS tapes that every time I went over to his house, we ended up watching some Thunderbirds. And I've never even seen the Thunderbirds movie, but I feel like I should try watching some Thunderbirds. I remember it not being bad. I know that my parents hated Thunderbirds. They didn't want me to watch it. But yeah, you know, it was alright. I really don't remember anything about it. And, you know, going back and watching it at this age, it's probably going to be boring and stupid because I was a kid when I thought it was alright. And it's definitely from a different era, I'll tell you that. I might try watching the movies. When were they made? The 2000s? I might try watching those. Let's see. Yeah, I never really liked the Thunderbirds. They're not very good to drive. I don't know if that's just me or if that's the actual car. Also, it's not exactly a looker, is it? I'm gonna run out of time. Come on, come on. Yeah.
Better luck next time.
Oh well. It's not like I've got anything else to do, so I'll give it one last chance.
Toss to the clover, selling the
Yeah, they really stalled quite badly on the line. I don't know if that's just me. I'm gonna try. Someone remind me next time to try just redlining the car at the start of a race. See if I get off the line any quicker. I don't know if I will. But, you know, it might be worth a shot. As in, I don't know if I will remember. Not. I don't know if it will make a difference. Probably won't make a difference either. Fuck's sake. Yeah, it's not very good to drive. Not quite as the Thunderbirds. Not quite as chuckable as some of the other cars that you have on hand. Of course, it doesn't help that sometimes the gates are placed in positions where you can't see where the next one is. But there we go. I used to think that the balloons and stuff coming up into the air.
unlocked.
Yeah, there's the Fox body that I was talking about earlier. I'll get that before the pickup truck. I don't really care about pickup trucks. Yeah, especially there's a desert track where a jet plane flies past. I used to think seeing that kind of stuff come past you meant that the game was telling you were doing well and that kind of thing. Oops, wrong button. Sorry, I've got to change my screen's display over to the computer so I can see the Elgato. Next week, I'll do the SVTs and probably get into the concepts. So that's the plan. I don't know why I'm not going to say, well, thanks very much for watching, goodbye, because that's not really my personality. SVTs next week.